Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Harlie.
This is Should You Need Us, your cosmic invitation to the absurd, the obscure, and the astonishingly weird.
Let the oddities begin. Well, listeners, if you're listening to this, hopefully neither one of us is sick and it's like a snowstorm or something. This is our backup episode.
Yeah, if this episode is playing, it's because we couldn't record for some reason.
And hopefully, because as we're recording this, winter season is coming upon us. So hopefully we're playing in the snow.
Yeah, that's also my hope for this. Is the only emergency is that there's a snowstorm. Yeah.
And you bet your ass I'm not driving in Seattle on those hills in the snow.
No, thank you, ma'am. I would never ask you to do so. And I also don't think I would feel like taking the light rail in the snow. So
I don't blame. I would not want to do that.
It might not even be running. I don't know. I haven't had to deal with it in the snow before.
But yeah, I have a little rant. Not a rant, but a little gripe? Is that what it's called? Like a gripe?
Sure, a complaint?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm just going to start with, have you seen the whole thing on Instagram recently about how there's this new trend for monkeys? And monkeys are sticking like grass in their buttholes. And it's supposedly they're like, oh, this is a new fashion trend for monkeys.
This is not at all what the fuck? I did not see this coming. I've seen things about monkeys like throwing their shit, but I've never seen them like putting grass.
So this is something, and this is what I'm like, is this real? Is it not? Is this AI?
Or is it AI? Yeah.
Am I looking at a, engineered picture of grass hanging out of monkeys' assholes? Like, I don't know. And so I was thinking, why don't we use AI for something good? Like translating for animals, that's the one thing that I have a lot of complaints about AI, but just
so we could ask the monkeys if this is real.
I was thinking more of my dogs, but yes, exactly. Ask the monkeys, is this a real trend? Like, is this a fashion statement now?
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Like, the technology out there is wild. Like, have you seen the robot Neo?
Neo? Like,
Neo?
From The Matrix?
No, there's a new robot out.
What?
We are going full on, like, Jetsons.
Bitch, I already know. We've been there. Like, there's horrifying robot content that's been around for a long time. It's only getting worse.
Well, so there's this robot that's coming out.
His name's Neo.
His name's Neo. Life-size robot in a sweater, and he does chores for you.
Okay, I might be able to get down with that.
And he, folds your laundry, puts away dishes, answers your door, and he's going for 20 grand pre-sale. He's not coming out till next year. Are you looking at pictures of Neo?
Oh, his face? Terrifying. I don't like that. I would never mind.
So,
I don't want that.
But this robot, and it takes him 20 minutes just to grab your empty glass of water to put it into the dishwasher. You should see this thing try to load a dishwasher. It is the funniest fucking shit. But he's not even, it's a guy in a virtual mask doing everything for him.
What? Oh, I'm seeing this right now. There's a guy in a virtual VR suit with the arm things, the little handheld Joy-Cons.
So it's not even the robot that's doing it.
Oh my god. Yeah, because it doesn't know, it can't be sentient enough to be in the room to do chores.
No. They're hoping by the sell date in whatever it is, 2026, that he'll be able to do that.
For $20,000, he fucking better.
20,000. You can buy a car. Is that a car now? I think cars are more expensive now. I haven't had to buy a car in a few years.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know the answer to that. I'm like, yeah, probably. You could definitely buy a car for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Or you could just I don't know, hire someone a human. There are people who need money who do this as their actual job.
And people are bringing up a good point. Not that I would ever commit a horrendous crime, but it's always those eyes are cameras. It's videotaping you. And so just how, police can collect information off your phone and take your phone,
yeah,
to take
the surveillance in your house. Neo is not ACAB, I guarantee you that. Neo will rat you out. It's the Ring cameras.
Mm-hmm.
All of this added surveillance in our homes is not good. I mean, the joke used to be like, oh, they put a fucking camera, there's like a microphone in your microwave and they can hear you. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. They're just in our fucking smart TVs and our phones now.
Yeah, our Alexas or
everything.
I remember in high school at Stadium freshman year, I had this teacher that had put post-it notes all over the cameras.
Yeah, on all the computers.
Because she was freaked the fuck out. She was an interesting character. But now, I'm like, man.
I had a couple teachers like that. I mean, you still run into people who, probably for good reason, keep their cameras covered. Yeah.
Now I'm thinking that Miss Smiggins wasn't so crazy.
I know. Same with Mr. Brandt or Bent. I don't remember his name.
Oh, who every year...
Brandt was at Mason.
Yeah, and I remember every year, I had him all 3 years for like science or math or something. Every year he's like, this is the year Mount Rainier's gonna blow up.
Great. Love that.
And he's still probably, if he is still working...
Just plant that little seed into a bunch of young adolescent minds.
This is the year it's gonna blow.
I'm constantly afraid the big one's gonna come.
Yeah.
God, robots, the big one. Yeah, I mean, don't even get me started on, there's like a fucking viral video going around of it's a AI video. It's fully not real. Like this technology does not exist, but they're saying, what if we come up with, it's like a tube, like a tall silver cylinder that you put your head in and it closes on your head and it's like a rotating like hair cutting machine.
Oh.
And
trying to took your job.
The videos are people sticking their heads into what looks like a guillotine, like a giant metal thing, and it just shuts on your head. And then it's supposed to like what? Have a bunch of blades moving around and then you come out. And the videos are literally people sticking their head in, it closes, like what looks like it's chopping off their head. Then they come out and they have like a perfect skin fade. And the videos are really weird. Like just
robots decide to retaliate
and like start chopping people's heads off.
Wow. Yeah, I would not want to be trapped in a box with Edward Scissorhands. Let me tell you that.
It's never gonna happen. Mark my words.
Life is getting too much too quickly.
I like all the posts where it'll be like something like horribly weird or something like so nonsensical, and it'll be like AI could never recreate this. It'll be like a human. Like, you know the videos online where people will put like a bunch of stuff underneath a air compressor, and they just like crush candles and crayons.
No, I've never seen those.
Oh my god, they're so random. It's just like slime content, stuff like that. It's like AI could never.
Yeah.
Because it can't come up with just the pure nonsense that is the human brain. Like, it needs to be taught that. It can't just come up with nonsensical thought. It looks nonsensical, but it's a bunch of, like, actual things that we taught it to do. Have you heard about the orca whales wearing salmon heads?
No, but
like, as hats?
No. Is that real?
It's real.
They're wearing salmon as hats?
Yes.
I don't know if that's morbid or cute.
Kind of both.
That would be, I mean, because they eat salmon, so we eat Pop-Tarts. That'd be like putting a Pop-Tart on our head.
What? I thought you were going to say, like, we eat chicken and people wear, like, pheasant feathers in their hats. Like, oh my god.
We do wear, like, feathers.
Yeah, we wear big feathered hats. And wear... It's like a Pop-Tart, you know?
Yeah, anyway,
what is our I hope that you guys are sitting on a snowy evening, a snow day, listening to us laugh. I hope we're all laughing together about Pop-Tart hats.
Yeah, so anyway, this story actually takes place in the summer.
Oh.
Before Pop-Tarts were even a thought. It's in 1518.
15?
Yeah, that's when the story takes place, 1518.
Oh my god.
Before the dawn of time.
What?
In Strasbourg, Alsace.
Wait, can I see it?
No. I'm just going to say, I put in parentheses, modern day France.
Okay.
So that's what we're, modern day France.
Wow.
It starts with a woman named Fra Trophée and her daughter, Fraulein Emma Goetz. So they stepped out into a cobblestone street of their city and began to dance. No music, just some crazy moves.
Oh.
They danced until exhaustion overtook and they collapsed into sleep. But each time these women awoke, their feet resumed frantic tapping, and their feet just got super bloody, and their shoes just oozing with blood, and their commitment unmatched.
Blood and commitment just oozing from their feet.
So people just watched this pair dance, and so they too started to dance uncontrollably.
Oh, I think I know where this story is going.
Within a week, over 36 people had joined this mother-daughter tap-in duo in a dance-off.
This is one of the wildest stories in history.
Yeah. This is about the dancing plague.
Yes.
Those that were lucky enough to just be spectators describe the dancers' movements as spasmodic. Like their bodies are just convulsing and thrashing violently. No rhythm or anything, just thrashing.
I would imagine similar to like Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yes, that's exactly who I was picturing.
Wow, very good description.
Yeah. And just a sweat pouring from them, and people said that their eyes were just vacant while they were dancing, though. They were like expressionless. Yeah.
I don't like that part.
So the days wore on, and the toll became grotesque. Feet swelled, like I said before, shoes like oozed with blood.
Ooh.
And some dancers even stripped naked and started fornicating in public.
Okay, now, this is... Calm down, everyone.
The city was also, at the time, like, very superstitious and believed that the devil himself had taken hold.
I mean, how could they not think that?
Yeah, and a medieval physician, this is a quote from him, "There's been a strange epidemic lately going amongst the folks, so that many in their madness began dancing, which kept up day and night without interruption, until they fell unconscious. Many died from it."
What the fuck? You think there was like Molly in the water?
Maybe.
Like something like, the fuck?
I don't know.
Like somebody drugged the well.
Yeah. The old well. Well, we'll get into theories later.
Okay.
So this started in July. By August, the dancing plague had overtaken nearly 400 victims.
Good Lord.
At its peak, an estimated 15 people died each day from dancing.
Oh my god.
But the final death toll remains unknown. Some people just died like mid-jive from a heart attack or stroke, and then others just collapsed in puddles of their own sweat and blood, just like twitching.
Good.
No one knew what caused it, and no one knew how to stop it.
This is pretty scary.
Yeah. So the city came to the conclusion that the bizarre urge to dance was a result of overheated blood in the brain. And so the city council came together to like brainstorm ideas to stop it. They decided that maybe if they throw a party, it will stop the dancing.
That seems like a way to encourage a lot more people to dance.
So, a dance hall was provided, and music was there. People were clapping and cheering the dancers on, and then men were even brought in to hold the dancers upright when they got tired.
Oh my god. Let them stop.
That did not work. I may get it, like, some positive encouragement. Like, yeah, you're doing so great. You're doing so good at dancing. Like, maybe you're putting a positive spin on things. I think that's, for this time, the 1500s.
I mean, people are scared. Thinking. Okay, that was pretty progressive.
But it didn't work. So, city councilmen were like, these ungrateful little bastards. We're trying to be nice. So, now we're just going to make dancing illegal.
This sounds exactly like what the politicians would do.
We're being nice, and now we're just going to make it illegal.
We tried to let you have your dancing for a little bit, and now you can't have any dancing at all.
It's just one extreme to the next. Dance party, now it's illegal.
I feel like we should keep going with the blood in the brain theory. I'm like, I think people are sick.
Of course, also, making it illegal didn't work, because clearly this is a bigger issue than people just wanting to dance.
Yeah.
So dancers were then dragged up a mountain to the shrine of Saint Vitus. Vitus.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was the patron saint of entertainment.
They have one for everything.
They really do. But he couldn't help either.
Aw.
The city was like, you know what? I bet that these dancers pissed off this saint. And that's why a bunch of people are in this dancing trance.
Partying. Said, you're cursed to party forever.
And this was known as a holy city. And during this time, the city was actually under like a crazy amount of stress. It was riddled with famine, disease, and religious upheaval.
Just enough to make people a little crazy.
So during this time, a lot of people were questioning the Catholic Church, and dance and music was pretty central to like the 16th century life. But at the time, the church was not a fan of such devious acts. So people are like, was this an act of maybe unconscious rebellion?
Or was it conscious rebellion? Was this like a protest?
Well, yeah, but people were like uncontrollably dancing to the point of having like strokes.
Like literally dying. Like
they could not stop dancing.
See,
They would pass out and sleep and wake up and start dancing again.
This is like where I think it must be a virus, like a brain, like you know how there's like brain eating amoeba, but what if it's like like the brain dancing amoeba? Yeah.
I just think of a little amoeba dancing. 500 years later, and we still don't have an exact cause of this dancing plague.
Everyone got the wiggle worm.
That is the cause. Everyone got the wiggle worm. One theory suggests that it could be food poisoning, but I know having food poisoning myself, the last thing I'm doing is dancing.
Dancing my way to the toilet.
Yeah, but people were like food poisoning that came from a toxic fungus that grows on damp rye and can cause hallucinations. So were people shrooming? You know, you said Molly in the water.
That's what I'm saying. Was there shroom in the rye?
Might have been shroom in the rye.
Molly in the water, shroom in the rye.
Another theory, though, which I think sounds most plausible. Mass hysteria. People weren't, voluntary dancing, but they were in pain and dying from exhaustion and hunger, and the city was dealing with famine and disease. And the Catholic Church, which held a lot of political power, was being challenged. And there was also like a huge class divide at the time. You had the people dying from famine, but then you had the super rich. There wasn't really a middle class. And everyone was just like one bad harvest away from a nervous breakdown. And I think that people just had a nervous breakdown.
People were just like, you know what? There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of new societal expectations upon us from the church, and we're all fucking dying and hungry and hot and sick. So they probably just said, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone else is doing it. I'm gonna do it too.
It was just a contagious. Yeah, there's some crazy stories about mass hysteria out there. Yeah, I'm very fascinated by it.
I do think the whole idea of like human mob mentality and like the way that we all just like literally psych ourselves into doing something that could play a part in. I forget about this tale. It's not a tale, it's a count. Like this really happened. But every time I hear it, it's just it sounds so made up. Wow.
A dancing plague.
I feel like there's got to be something to like them having like a sickness, like the way that like rabies will give you like hydrophobia, and like you get really like you can't swallow and you get weird. You just get weird on rabies, you're just weird.
Down, Cujo, down.
There's just like some kind of literal wiggle worm. Like they got a bug.
Before you know it, JFK Jr. is gonna be dancing.
Oh yeah, brainworms.
You don't got the brainworm? But that's the story.
Wow.
My sources are Dancing Plague of 1518, Wikipedia, and allthatisinteresting.com.
All of that really is interesting.
Sickhistory.com, and History Insights.
Wow. I didn't realize that happened so long ago.
Yeah, it's been 500 years and we still can't put a pin in what caused people to dance
It's kind of
until death.
scary. I feel like if that happened today, they would just like lock everybody up in a big room, kind of like what they did.
Yeah, the dance party. Still, like, there's been recent accounts of mass hysteria.
Like what?
We'll save that story for another day.
And remember,
Should you need us?
we'll be here.
The woman don't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy.
What the fuck?
From the Red Green Show? You don't know that
Oh
one?
my god, I don't know that one, Harley. God. Sometimes we're just like different kinds of old man. We're like different versions. I'm like,
So the monkey fashion trend, I went no way, so that means it's not real.
It's probably not real, Harley.
I hope not. I hope that's not real.
I don't know. Monkeys like to do a lot of stuff with their butt.
They do.